You don't like more information. You need self-trust. Let that sink in. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Hope reporting live from my own personal peaceful bubble. And in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about another topic, something that I'm also learning. Learning from. It's about making excuses, procrastinating the execution day or time, saying you need more information when in fact you don't lack information. You just lack self-trust. You don't trust yourself enough to be executing that idea, to be doing social media, to be running a business, to be working this certain job. Let's get into the video. Most of us aren't actually confused. We're avoiding discomfort, avoiding failure, avoiding visibility, avoiding change, avoiding becoming someone new, because even though staying the same hurts, at least it feels familiar. And I realized this after months of feeling stuck in my own journey, like genuinely stuck. I would wake up early and do just the normal things I would do. I would clean my environment, get ready, and then just lay on the bed, scroll on my phone, watch motivational videos, write down my goals, stare at my vision board, think about the dream life that I wanted, and do absolutely nothing. And the scary part is that I knew exactly what to do and absolutely did nothing about it. I knew I needed to post the videos. I knew I needed to start taking myself seriously. I knew I needed to stop overthinking every little thing before starting. I knew I needed discipline. I knew I needed a routine. I knew I needed to stop waiting for motivation to come. I knew. So if I knew all of that, why was I stuck? That question bothered me for months because we live in a generation where information is everywhere. You can literally learn anything online. You can search how to become confident, how to heal, how to become disciplined, how to become successful, how to make money online. The information is there. So the problem isn't the lack of information. The problem is emotional resistance. Because sometimes the reason you're procrastinating has nothing to do with laziness. Sometimes your nervous system is attached to the version of you that feels safe, even if that version of you is unhappy. And I know that sounds deep. Think about it. Because you need to ask yourself, why do we stay in habits that make us miserable? Why do we keep delaying the same dreams? Why do we keep restarting over and over again? Why do we keep saying tomorrow, next week, when life gets easier, when I feel motivated, when life gets better? Why? Girl, you are waiting for the version of reality that does not exist. There is no magical morning where you suddenly wake up fearless, healed, confident, disciplined, emotionally stable, productive, and ready to change your life overnight. That is not how transformation works. The awkwardness, the messiness, embarrassment, uncertainty, I think that's what a lot of us are actually scared of. Not failure, but being seen trying, because trying makes things real. Posting the first video makes things real. Going to the gym makes things real. Applying for the opportunity makes things real. Starting the business makes things real. And once things become real, there is now a possibility of failure. So instead, we stay in preparation mode, planning mode, research mode, dreaming mode, watching everyone else do it mode. And trust me, I understand this deeply because I was literally doing the same things months ago. I isolated myself for months. I stopped posting. I stopped dreaming. I stopped talking to people properly. I stopped feeling connected to my goals. There were moments where I would look at my vision board and feel absolutely nothing. And that scared me because I started thinking, what if I lost ambition? What if I lost myself? But now looking back, I don't think I lost ambition. I became emotionally disconnected, and there's a difference. Because when you spend too much time avoiding, isolating, consuming, overthinking, and suppressing yourself, eventually your mind and body stop trusting you, and rebuilding that trust takes action. Not perfection, not another motivational video, not another aesthetic Pinterest board. Action. Small action, consistent action, embarrassing action, imperfect action. And I know some of you watching this are probably sitting on your dreams right now, dreams that you think about constantly. Maybe it's content creation, maybe it's healing, starting a business, changing your life completely. And deep down, you know, you know your next step. You know the habit you need to stop doing. You know which routine would help you. You know the thing you keep avoiding. You know the person you need to distance yourself from. But instead of judging yourself for not starting yet, I need you to understand something important. Avoidance is usually emotional, not intellectual. Sometimes you procrastinating is not because of laziness. Sometimes you're procrastinating because you're scared, you don't trust yourself, you're scared of failing publicly, or maybe you think people are gonna judge you, or you're scared of succeeding and then becoming someone completely different. That fear is real. But you cannot change your life simply by hiding from it. You cannot become confident while constantly avoiding visibility. You cannot build self trust while continuously breaking promises to yourself. And you cannot become the person you dream about while you remain emotionally attached to the version of you that keeps shrinking herself. At some point, you have to decide, even if I'm scared, I'm going to start. And no, starting doesn't always feel exciting. Sometimes it feels terrifying. Sometimes it feels lonely because the people around you may not understand the version of you you're trying to become. And sometimes it feels frustrating because growth is not linear. But every time you show up for yourself, even in small ways, your brain slowly starts rebuilding self trust. That's actually how confidence is built, not through affirmations alone, but through evidence. Evidence that you can rely on yourself, evidence that you can survive discomfort, evidence that you can begin again, and evidence that you can change. And honestly, I think a lot of us need to stop romanticizing motivation and start respecting consistency. Because motivation is emotional and consistency is identity. And identity is built through repetition. Because every time you choose yourself, every time you keep going, and every time you stop abandoning yourself, you are teaching your mind that this is who I am. So if you've been feeling stuck lately, you've been delaying your own life, if you've been waiting for the permission to finally become the person you've been dreaming about, well, this is your reminder. You do not need to know everything before you begin. You just need to stop abandoning yourself every time things become uncomfortable. Because, girl, you got this. And maybe this season of your life is not about becoming perfect, maybe it's simply about becoming honest. Honest about what you want, honest about what's hurting you, honest about what you keep avoiding, and honest about the life you know you're capable of creating. Because once you become honest with yourself, everything else starts changing. Slowly, quietly, but deeply. So, yeah, stop waiting for your future self to come save you because, girl, she's waiting for you to make the first move. Oh my god, we have reached the end of the video, guys. This is like the second video. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Every time I film this type of videos, I feel so rejuvenated. I feel so energized. They feel so aligned with me. And if this video resonated with you or you've been struggling with avoidance, isolation, confidence, and rebuilding yourself, I want you to leave a comment down below and share your thoughts and experiences too. And remember, small, consistent steps still count. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.